So Equatio is an extension for Chrome that will let you easily insert math into your Google tools and use math within your different assignments. So we're going to start with Google Docs, but this will also work in Google Slides, Google Drawings, Google Forms, and then there's some other additional features beyond that. So you don't need to do anything in order to get the extension. All you'll need to do is make sure that you pin it to your browser. To do this, you're going to want to first click on the puzzle piece in the upper right hand corner when you are signed in to your district Chromebook or to Chrome on your own computer, and you'll want to click the push pin for Equatio. Equatio is a blue double diamond like this. We're going to select that diamond and turn on the extension. The very first time you turn it on, there is a chance that it will ask permission to your Google Drive. Make sure that you give it permission and allow. So when you first open up the extension, there is one little thing that you want to toggle on. We're going to click on the blue bar here in the left hand corner, select options, and then you are going to automatically go to math options, and you want to make sure that your prediction is turned on in all three cases. Even if you are not using Equatio for one of these courses, still turn it on. It will make your life much easier. And then we're going to save. That prediction is going to allow you to use the equation editor seamlessly. So we're going to start with the equation editor, and you'll notice if I start typing in the name of an equation or the name of a value, I will get those different equations pop up. So if I wanted to insert a quarter, I simply click here and it will automatically make a quarter for me. When I am ready for whatever I have written here to be inserted on my document, I simply come down and I click Insert Math, and I give it just a minute and it will insert it. If at any point I need to edit this value, I don't want it here, I simply click on the little picture and select Edit Math, and it will let me come back in here and change this to whatever I want, and then I select Insert Math again and it will update it. Now we're going to come down in my document. I want to insert something new. I don't want to insert 1/16 at this time. I'm going to edit math. I'm going to backspace out 1/16, and this time I'm going to insert a formula. So let's say I wanted to insert something like the quadratic formula. The really cool thing is then I can come in here and change any of these values to what I need. And then when you are ready, you can select Insert and insert that formula. You also have a Latex Editor. This gets a little bit more technical, so if you're someone who would like to dive into the different notation you can use on the computer in order to create this math, you are welcome to play around with this. I tend to find the equation editor to be the best bet. You also have in your equation editor where you can favorite certain things that you use all the time, and in the three dots you'll be able to find all different types of symbols like pi, like different formulas. You can click here and scroll through all the different formulas that are available, especially if you're not quite sure what it might be called or struggling with locating something. So it's a pretty large list. After the equation editor and the Latex editor, you have a graph editor. The graph editor lets you either pull math that you have written or write your own. This is using Desmos. So if you use Desmos in class, you'll be very familiar with creating graphs this way. You can click on the gear up here in order to change the color of the graph line, or further set and convert to table, duplicate, and do other things. So we're going to click done here, and this time I want to insert the graph. When I insert the graph, it will bring that whole graph within here, and then I can further write about the graph or add other information. Handwriting recognition is a pretty neat tool. Sometimes I'm faster with using my finger or my mouse to write what I need in here, and then I can select insert math, and it will insert that math underneath. You also have some speech input, so you can select, we're going to allow our microphone. It will not pick up your words spoken, it should only pick up your math. So if I say 1/3 plus 1/4 equals, and then I pause it, I may need to come over here and edit. Every once in a while it will pick up little words as certain mathematical symbols. But the nice thing is you should be able to talk without having all of that trying to translate into math. And then you can select insert math. Keep in mind, you also do have options for all of your math formulas here as well, your math symbols, your basics, the layout. You have matrices within here, further long division, subtraction, multiplication, and then you can heart things as well. These 3 dots will always have those tools. So now we're going to move over to Equatio Mobile. The thing I love about Equatio Mobile is it works with your phone. You don't need an app. You actually do this right in your browser. So I am going to show you, I happen to have an iPhone, so right within my browser, I want to type in that https://m.equate.io, and then I'm going to go ahead and select go. When I get there, the very first time, I am going to want to click to sign in with Google, and make sure you sign in with your @Olmsted account. So I'm going to sign in with Google, select my account, and it is going to show if I have any active documents. Now it's telling me I don't have any active documents at the moment, but when I do have an active document, I will be able to take handwritten math from my page, take a picture using my phone, and insert it directly into my document without having to transfer the photo manually. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. So I can see right here, I now found my active document. Let's see if I can get it closer without blurring. It is called Untitled Document, so I'm simply going to tap that document, and then I have some different options. I can handwrite, I've got a microphone, and I have a camera. I am going to use the camera option, and it is going to connect to my camera. Once I've taken the picture of the math, I would then want to come and crop whatever I need so that I don't get anything else in there, and then I'm going to click the green check mark. Now it gives me 2 options. I can insert this right in my document as a picture, so that means it's not going to turn any of it into editable math. It's just going to insert the picture directly into your document, which is still a great option, especially if you have a lot going on the paper. Or you can insert and save as math, and then click, once you have it, you're going to click the little blue symbol here to go ahead and insert it. And we're going to take a look at our document. So I can see that I inserted it and it put it right in here. If I click Edit Math, I can come in and edit this in any way that I might want. So heading over past Equatio Mobile, just keep in mind if you're doing this and you are an Android user, you need to be in Google Chrome. And if you're an Apple user, you will need to be in Safari with iOS 11 or higher. So heading over to our math space, the math space allows you to combine a variety of tools within this space and then insert this within your document or whatever it is you are using. We're going to go ahead and sign in with Google, select our account. Yes, I can insert. So you still have all of your same options. You have the equation editor, you have your graph editor, your handwriting, your speech input, your mobile, but now you also have freehand drawing, the ability to draw some shapes. You have the ability to insert different tools. You've got a protractor. You can add in here, there's a lot of different features on all of those different tools. You can draw, and then when you are ready, you can come up here and click Insert, and it will drop this math space into your documents. You'll see that I've got my math space here that just had a protractor on it. Lastly, you do have a screenshot reader. The screenshot reader will allow you to find math in other locations and take a picture of that screenshot and then insert that within your document. This could be handy using in tandem with your textbook if there's a certain problem that you need to insert into your document. So this is an overview. It will get you started. It certainly is not everything that is within Equatio, but as you begin to work through things this year, I'm sure you'll discover new things and your teachers will share new ways to use Equatio with you. Equatio can also be used within a Google form. So you'll notice whenever you start submitting Google form, you'll now end up with an Equatio button. And if you select this button, it will pull up the Equatio toolbar so that you can further insert things like graphs and other information right within your quiz as well.